The camera lingers on Maria, seated alone at her sleek, now empty office desk. The city lights shimmer through the glass, blurred like distant dreams. Her hands tremble slightly as she clutches a folder, the evidence of everything she built. Her voice breaks, quiet but cutting. "I built everything." And he tried to take it all. Cut to a shadowed hallway. A figure leans casually against the wall. The silhouette is unmistakable. Alex, her best friend, her confidant, the one who betrayed her. His lips curve into a knowing smile, a cruel echo of trust lost. The camera pans slowly between them, lingering on Maria's rising anger, her heartbeat audible over the city hum. Every frame drips betrayal and disbelief. This isn't just business stolen. It's a friendship shattered, a trust ripped apart. The audience feels it, tight in their chest, unable to look away. The screen softens into warm, dim light of a cramped apartment. Maria sits cross-legged on the floor, papers scattered like fallen stars around her. A pencil dances across sketches, ideas spilling onto every scrap of paper. Her eyes glow with relentless hope, the kind that refuses to be dimmed by cramped spaces or worn-out furniture. She laughs softly, talking aloud as if someone is listening, her dreams too vast for the tiny room she occupies. "One day this will change everything," she whispers, her voice trembling with both fear and excitement. The camera moves in slowly on her face, catching the mix of determination and vulnerability that fuels every sleepless night. Outside, the city hums, unaware of the storm of ambition brewing within these walls. The audience feels it. This isn't just a dream, it's a fire, fragile yet unbreakable, ready to ignite a world that hasn't seen her coming. The camera cuts to a small, flickering neon light above a corner table. Alex leans back, grinning, a slice of pizza in hand. Maria laughs, tossing her head back, the sound bouncing off the cramped walls. They clink soda cans, celebrating a small victory. An investor call, a positive comment on her sketches, a step closer to the dream they've built together. Alex's presence fills the room, easy and magnetic. He listens, teases, challenges her, fueling her ambition without her even realizing it. To Maria, he's more than a friend. He's a heartbeat, a partner in vision, a mirror reflecting her own drive. As the camera lingers on their hands brushing over scattered sketches, the audience feels the unspoken trust between them. Every laugh, every shared dream, every small victory reinforces their bond, a bond that feels unbreakable, until betrayal lurks silently in the shadows. The camera shifts to a stark, fluorescent-lit conference room. Investors glance at Maria's pitch with polite smiles that don't reach their eyes, shaking their heads before she finishes a single sentence. Outside, friends whisper doubt, their voices like icy wind brushing against her dreams. Maria counts pennies on her kitchen table, the quiet hum of the city her only companion. Alex sits beside her, a steady presence. He whispers encouragement, reminding her of the vision they share. His support feels like oxygen, fueling her through exhaustion and doubt. Yet subtle moments begin to creep in, a smirk at a dismissed investor, a quiet sigh when her ideas shine, a phone call taken behind her back. The audience senses tension, unease threading through their bond. Trust begins to tremble. Maria's hunger and drive remain unbroken, but shadows flicker where loyalty should have been, a silent warning of the betrayal to come. Maria's hands shake as she opens an email. The deal she poured months into is gone, signed by someone else. Her chest tightens. Disbelief blurs the edges of the office around her. Across the room, Alex's phone buzzes. He slips into the corner, voice low, glancing at her, hiding something behind a practiced smile. Memories of late-night laughter, shared dreams and whispered plans flash in her mind, now poisoned by suspicion. The warmth of friendship freezes into something sharp, unrecognizable. Every instinct tells her, trust has been broken. The camera lingers on her eyes, wide and searching, heart pounding audibly against the silence. Shadows stretch across the office, echoing the fracture between them. Betrayal doesn't announce itself with a bang. It settles in, cold and insidious. The audience feels the sting, sensing the man who once lifted her dreams may have just shattered them. The camera follows Maria up a narrow stairwell, each step echoing like the pounding of her heart. She reaches the rooftop, just as the city lights pulse below, indifferent to her pain. The wind tugs at her hair, the distant hum of traffic mingling with the ache in her chest. Moments ago, she faced yet another rejection. Investors turned her away, shaking their heads, blind to her vision. Humiliation burns, sharp and raw. She sits on the edge, legs dangling over concrete, eyes scanning the cityscape that feels impossibly vast. And then, as if a switch flips inside her, clarity strikes. If she cannot trust the world, she will build her own empire. Every setback, every whisper of betrayal, every lie Alex ever told becomes fuel. Her fists clench, her chest rises with fire, not despair. The camera circles, capturing her transformation, heartbreak shifting into relentless determination. Alex's betrayal, once a dagger to the heart, now ignites an unshakable resolve. The audience senses this is the moment Maria stops waiting and starts conquering. The morning sun cuts through Maria's small apartment as she hands in her resignation. Her boss's surprised gaze follows her as she walks out, a mixture of fear and freedom twisting inside her. Back home, she packs up the last of her belongings, a few clothes, a laptop, and sketches that hold the blueprint of her dreams. Each item sold or given away feels like shedding weight, making room for what's next. Nights blur into days. The apartment is littered with papers, half-empty coffee cups, and the hum of her laptop. Her fingers ache, her eyes burn, but Maria keeps going, driven by the fire Alex once helped ignite and now symbolizes her betrayal. Outside, he lingers in the background sometimes, a shadow, watching silently, a reminder of the sting that fuels her relentless push. The camera pans across her determined face, catching the grit, exhaustion, and unbreakable resolve. Every sacrifice sharpens her focus. Every lonely night builds her empire brick by brick. The camera zooms in on Maria's trembling hands as she flips open the pages of a local magazine, her brand featured in full color, bold and unstoppable. Her eyes widen, a mixture of disbelief and triumph flooding her exhausted body. Notifications explode on her phone. Social media hums with excitement. For the first time in months, a genuine smile spreads across her face. The apartment, once littered with chaos and half-empty cups, now vibrates with the quiet pulse of achievement. Yet every small victory carries a shadow. Alex's message pops up on her screen, a cheery, familiar tone feigning support, pretending nothing ever happened. Maria pauses, staring at the screen, then silences it without a word. Her trust may be broken, but her focus has sharpened into something sharper than steel. The camera lingers on her face, eyes gleaming with determination. Each comment, each small recognition, fuels her fire. She is exhausted, yes, but alive, stronger, and ready for the battles ahead. The camera glides through Maria's workspace, alive with movement. Phones ring non-stop, emails flood in, and a line of eager clients snakes around the block, waiting for her products. Every step she takes across the room echoes confidence, a stark contrast to the cramped, uncertain nights just months ago. Investors call her, voices now tinged with admiration, offering opportunities they once dismissed. Maria smiles politely, a quiet fire burning behind her eyes. Each handshake, each signed deal, each nod of recognition is a testament to the resilience born from betrayal, sleepless nights, and relentless sacrifice. She moves past her team, nodding at their busy hands, their faces reflecting a shared sense of triumph. The camera captures close-ups of her focused expression, the subtle lift of her chin, the steadiness of her stride, a woman transformed. From the shadows of heartbreak to the bright lights of recognition, Maria is unstoppable. The audience feels it. Every struggle, every doubt, every betrayal has forged her into a force that cannot be ignored. The camera sweeps through Maria's workspace, once alive with energy, now chaotic. Screens flash red, sales numbers nosedive, orders vanish, messages overflow with complaints and doubt. The room hums with panic, every step echoing tension. Maria's chest tightens. Disbelief pins her in place. A trembling hand reaches for an envelope pushed across her desk. Inside, a single note, Alex. Her trusted best friend, once a partner in every dream, has betrayed her, aligning with the competitor, exposing flaws in her early product. The camera lingers on her wide, frozen eyes, the weight of realization pressing down like stone. Memories crash violently, laughter, whispered plans, late-night strategies, all poisoned by betrayal. The floor feels unsteady, the world tilts. The audience senses the heartbreak, The empire collapsing in real time, yet in the wreckage a spark ignites. Anger, grief, and fierce determination mingle in her gaze. Alex's treachery cuts deep, but it steels her resolve. The fire within refuses to die. Even from collapse, Maria will rise, stronger and sharper than ever. The camera finds Maria alone in her dimly lit apartment, the hum of the city below a distant echo. Papers are strewn across the floor, sketches and notes overlapping like the chaos in her mind. She sits cross-legged, head bowed, eyes scanning every detail of her journey. The failures, the victories, the betrayals. Each memory, each lesson is weighed carefully, dissected for insight. Her face tightens with resolve. Pain, once crushing, now fuels strategy. Anger, once blinding, sharpens her vision. Every misstep, every investor rejection, every whisper of doubt becomes a brick in the foundation of her comeback. Alex's presence lingers in the shadows of her mind, not as a tormentor but as a mirror. His betrayal reflects the strength she never knew she possessed. The camera slowly circles her, capturing the transformation, introspection giving way to determination, grief morphing into unshakable resolve. Her eyes lift, blazing with a quiet fire. The audience feels it, the calm before the storm of her next move. Maria is no longer broken. She is focused, fearless, and ready to reclaim everything that was nearly stolen from her. The sun rises over the city, golden light spilling onto Maria's bustling launch venue. Cameras flash, phones record, and a line of eager customers stretches around the block. The air vibrates with anticipation. Maria steps forward, calm yet electric, her presence commanding attention. Every detail, from product displays to staff coordination, is flawless, the result of countless sleepless nights, sacrifices, and lessons learned. The camera captures close-ups, her hand guiding a customer, her smile as she signs a fan's notebook, her eyes scanning the crowd, sharp, proud, unstoppable. Media crews swarm, capturing her every move, sharing her story with millions online. Social media buzzes, hashtags trend, and the world takes notice. Maria has returned stronger than ever. From a distance, Alex watches. No words, no excuses, only silence, his defeat unmistakable. The betrayal that once cut so deeply now feels irrelevant against her triumph. The camera lingers on Maria, triumphant, radiating power and confidence. She doesn't just survive the storm, she dominates it. The audience feels the culmination of heartbreak, struggle, and relentless drive. This is more than success. It's a testament to resilience, vision, and the unbreakable human spirit. The camera pans across a packed auditorium, lights dimmed except for a single spotlight illuminating Maria on stage. The crowd leans in, hanging on her every word. She steps forward, eyes shining with a mixture of fire and warmth, her presence commanding yet relatable. "I turned betrayal into fuel," she begins, voice steady but charged with emotion. "And if I can, so can you." The audience erupts in applause, some with tears glistening, others nodding as if hearing their own struggles reflected back. Her words cut through the hum of expectation. Simple yet powerful, a testament that pain, when faced with courage, can become a catalyst for greatness. The camera shifts to screens showing social media feeds, videos and articles amplifying her story. Millions around the world watch, inspired, reshaping their own journeys in real time. Messages pour in, from aspiring entrepreneurs to everyday dreamers, all drawn to her resilience and unshakable spirit. Maria smiles, the weight of every setback and betrayal behind her now transformed into triumph. Her posture radiates strength, her eyes unflinching. She is untouchable, a beacon for anyone who has faced doubt or treachery. The audience feels it, hope, determination, and the unbreakable human spirit shining through. The camera lingers on Maria, standing tall atop the conference stage, her silhouette framed by the warm glow of spotlights. The crowd fades into the background, replaced by the vast city skyline beyond, a symbol of everything she has conquered. Their voiceover begins, calm yet commanding. "Betrayal will come, but your response defines your legacy. Rise, build, inspire." As the words settle, the camera slowly pans upward, from Maria's steady figure to the sprawling city below, each light twinkling like a story of struggle, resilience, and triumph. The wind brushes through her hair, the hum of the metropolis underscoring the gravity of her journey. Every shadow she once carried, heartbreak, deceit, doubt, now serves as a testament to her courage. Screens flicker with glimpses of lives touched by her story. Young entrepreneurs, dreamers and ordinary people inspired to act despite fear. Maria's eyes shine, reflecting a mixture of triumph and compassion. She smiles, knowing that what was once a wound has become a spark, igniting hope in millions. The camera pulls back further, the skyline stretching endlessly, while text fades in. Subscribe to witness more journeys of courage, heartbreak, and triumph. The audience feels it, that even in betrayal, greatness can rise.